Basically you just collect these drops and try to get to the top of the map and try not to get touched by any of the mobs. And to get to the top of the map, have to just see, it says you need the key, so I'm gonna go get the key, and at the end it
Okay, so one of the first things that you could do when you run the program is create a name for your farm, and it would load the name. So if you click on save, a pop-up would show up with enter a name for your farm, and you could input any name that you want. So if I want to name my farm.io and click OK, it shows me that the name was successfully saved, and I click OK, and it retrieves the name that I saved from a text file in the Greenfoot folder, and then it shows it to me in this pop-up message, and then I can click OK, and it closes. So, and then you could click on this help menu button here, and when you click on it, this pop-up shows up where it's basically the instructions of how to play the game. And when you click on either on the instruction page or anywhere on the screen, it closes the help menu instructions. And then in order to play the game, you could use the front or like the up key to move front or forward, and the down key to move backwards, and you could use the left and right key to move either way or turn around either way. So what matters most in this game are these light green pieces of grass, and when you eat these pieces of grass, the grass eaten increases by 10 points, and the buckets of milk, and then the cow produces a bucket of milk that you can collect, and the buckets of milk increase. And so I'll show you. If I press enter, it eats the grass, and if I press M, it collects the milk. So because I ate the grass, the points increased by 10, and because I collected a bucket of milk, the buckets of milk counter, it also increases by 1. And I could go to the other grass and press enter again and collect the milk by pressing M, and now it's 20 and 2. So in order to sell the buckets of milk that I have here, and if you sell the buckets of milk, you could make money. So if you sell a bucket of milk, it gives you 50 coins. So if you press once on the shop, it decreases the buckets of milk by 1 and increases the amount of money by 50 points. And if I press again, it decreases the buckets of milk to 0, and the amount of money is 100 now. And in order to buy more grass, you press once on the shop, and while you're pressing, you also press G, and it randomly spawns a piece of grass anywhere on the map. And again, you could go eat it, and also the buckets of milk sold, as they increase, the level that you're on, that also increases. So we were previously on level 1, but because we sold one bucket of milk, it increased the level to 2. And if we buy more, so what impacts the levels is the number of cows and the buckets of milk sold. So when it reaches a certain amount, it increases the level by 1. So if I press enter again and collect the milk, the grass eaten and the buckets of milk increase, and then I could sell this. And because now I have 125 coins, because the cows cost like 100 coins, you could sell it, or you could buy a cow now by pressing once on the shop and pressing C while you're pressing on the shop, and it randomly spawns a cow anywhere on the map. And the cow, it moves on its own, it turns around on its own as well, and if it touches the edge, it turns a 90-degree angle and moves the other way. And it eats the grass while if it's touching the grass. And so I'll just show you that it could also eat the special grass. So again, I press once on the shop and press G while I'm pressing on the shop, and it spawns a grass anywhere on the map. And if the cow, so for example, if I move the cow here, and if I run the program again, so if the cow touched the special grass, it also eats the grass. But these cows cannot, this class of cows cannot collect the milk. So I'll have to collect the milk myself. And now because we have, so I just press M to collect the milk bucket. So now because we have 2 cows and at least 2 buckets of milk sold, our level increased to level 3. And you could just play the game on forever, but there's basically 5 levels. So the highest amount of levels is 5, but the game goes on forever until you press stop, or unless you quit the game.
Alright, this is our card game. So let me just show you. So I'm gonna press run, then I'm gonna press enter, and this shows the controls. And now let's play the game. Alright, so these are our lives, and we also added a score. So 1 life is taken away once we hit a car. And then also we can go like this and it won't go through the thing. And also if we can go faster while on the road, and if you see like this, it won't go all the way to the start or all the way to the end, since then we just wouldn't be able to see the car. So it's moving forward. So then if I want to lose 1 life, I would lose it like this and the car would disappear, and then the game would just stop.